Hi everyone. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about the basic concept of the rotation. Here I have taken one example to illustrate how to do the rotation by using the basic concept. Here the question is rotate the given figure by positive 90 degree about the point O. And here a figure is given. This is a triangle SLC, and here a point which is just the center of the rotation. We are just going to rotate this object, this triangle, about this point O by an angle of 90 degree, and here the positive sign indicates that we are just going to rotate in counterclockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. So the positive sign is here used for representing the counterclockwise direction. The positive sign is used. Here we are just going to rotate this triangle about this point O by an angle of 90 degree in counterclockwise direction. The very first step while rotating is just connecting all the vertices of the given object to the center of the rotation. Okay, let me first take on point. Let me just take the point S. Okay, before taking the point S, let me just first mark the all the vertices of this triangle. Okay, let me use one color. Okay, and let me just mark the point of the vertices. This is the point S, this is the vertex S, and this is vertex C, and this is just the vertex L. Okay, okay, in the very first step we have to just connect all the vertices to the center of the rotation. First of all, let me take the point S. Okay, and let's connect this point S to the center of the rotation. Here the center of the rotation is just the point O, so we have to connect this vertex to the center of the rotation O. Okay, this is the very first step. Okay, let me, and this connecting line should be dotted line, and here in this software I think there is no option for the dotted line. So here let me take the next color. Okay, rainbow color. Okay, here this color, this rainbow color represents this is just the connecting lines. This should be dotted line. You have to give this line as the dotted line. Okay, okay, in the okay, sorry, here in the very first step we have just connected this vertex S to the center of the rotation, and in the next step we have to make an angle of 90 degree in counterclockwise direction at this point O. Okay, let me use the protractor to make an angle of 90 degree. Here, this is a protractor, and we have to make an angle of 90 degree at this point O, at this point center of the rotation, with this line, line SO in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, let me little bit zoom in. Let me little bit enlarge the size of this protractor, and then let's make an angle of 90 degree. Okay, here at this point O, and the direction should be in anti-clockwise direction. Here the positive sign is used, so we have to make an angle in anti-clockwise directions with this line SO at this point O. Okay, here, so we have to put our protractor like this. If we place our protractor like this, then we can make an angle of 90 degree with this line SO in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, let me just connect. Let me first mark the 90 degree point. Okay, let me first mark the 90 degree here. Okay, here this is the point of 90 degree, and here the direction is the direction will be here in anti-clockwise direction, which is our required direction. From this point SO to this point, the directions will be anti-clockwise direction. That plus sign represents the anti-clockwise direction. So this is the way of properly putting the protector over this line SO. Okay, let me remove this protector, and let's connect this point. This point is the 90 degree point to the center of the rotation. Okay, here we have just made an angle of 90 degree at this point O with this line SO in anti-clockwise direction. This angle is just the 90-degree angle. Okay, and we can extend the this line segment. We can extend. Okay, and let me remove this point. Okay, yeah, this is the unnecessary point. Just a moment. Let me delete this red point. Okay, first let me just connect this, and you can delete this point. Okay, and the next step is just measuring the distance, the object distance. Okay, let me measure the object distance. Object distance is just the distance from the object to the center of the rotation. Okay, by taking this point as the object distance will be just SO. Okay, let's measure SO, and then with the same measurement we have to cut to this perpendicular line. Okay, let me use the compass. Okay, and let's measure SO. Let's measure SO. Okay, let me just measure the distance SO. Okay, let me just measure the distance SO. We have to measure very accurately. Okay, this is the distance, just the SO, and with this same distance SO, we have to cut from this point O, okay, to this perpendicular line. Okay, with the same distance as the SO, we have to cut to this perpendicular line like this. Okay, let me just cut here, and that point of the intersection is just the image point of S. Here, the point of the intersection, let me mark the point of the intersection here. Let me mark the point of the intersection. Okay, here this point represents the image point of the vertex S. Okay, and it is generally represented by S prime. S prime means just the image point of the vertex S. Okay, here let me put this text here. Okay, here in the very first step we have just obtained the image point of this point S. Okay, and doing the same thing for the next vertices C and L. Okay, let me just take the next vertex C. Okay, we have to first connect to the center of the rotation, and the next step is just making an angle of 90 degree. Okay, we have to make an angle of 90 degree. Okay, let me use this protractor, and let me make an angle of 90 degree at this point O, in anti-clockwise direction with this line CO. Okay, let's put the protractor like this. If we put the protractor like this, we are just going to make an angle of 90 degree at this point O with this line CO. If we put the protractor like this, then the angle will be in clockwise direction. The angle will be in clockwise direction, but according to the question, the positive sign is given, so we need the angle in anti-clockwise direction. So we have to put our protractor like this with over this line CO. We have to put the protractor like this. Okay, and if we put the protractor like this at this point O over this line CO, then the angle will be in anti-clockwise direction of 90 degree. Okay, let me just mark the 90 degree here. Okay, this point represents the 90 degree, and let me remove this protractor, and then I will connect this point to the center. Okay, let me just connect this 90 degree point to the center of the rotation, and after connecting, okay, we will measure the distance, object distance. You can take any length first. Okay, and the next step is just, okay, let me just, these 2 points should be connected very properly. Okay, and let me just measure the object distance CO. Okay, I am doing for the vertex C, so we have to measure the distance CO. Okay, let me just measure the distance by using this compass. CO distance. Okay, let me measure here. Okay, this is the CO distance, and by taking the same measurement, we have to cut to this perpendicular line. Okay, let's cut like this. Okay, and the point of the intersection is just the image point of this vertex C. Okay, let me mark the point of the intersection here. Okay, let me just mark the point of the intersection. Okay, this is just the point of the intersection, and this point of the intersection represents the image point of the vertex C. So this will be just the C dash. Okay, here we have to pay our attention while making an angle. The angle should be 90 degree at this point, at this center of the rotation, and that 90 degree should be in anti-clockwise direction with this line CO. So this angle is in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and here we obtain C dash also. Okay, and let's do the same thing for the next vertex L. Okay, and let's first connect to the center like this, and we have to make an angle of 90 degree with this line LO, and that angle should be in anti-clockwise direction at this point O. Okay, let me just a little bit rotate this protector. Okay, and let's put the protector, the axis of the protector, and here if we put our protector like this, then the angle with this LO line at this point A, at this point O, will be in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, let me just mark the 90 degree point. Okay, this is just the 90 degree point, and this angle will be in anti-clockwise direction if we put this protector like this. Okay, let me remove this protector, and let's connect this point O to this point. Okay, and we have to then after this step we have to just measure the length of LO. Okay, let me just measure the distance LO, and with the same distance LO we have to cut from this point O on this perpendicular line like this. Okay, let me just cut here, and that point of the intersection is just the image point of this vertex L, which is represented by L dash. Okay, let me just mark the L dash here. This point represents the L prime. Okay, let me just write here. This is just L prime. Okay, here finally we obtain all the image, all the vertices for the image. Their vertices are C dash, S dash, and L dash. And the next step is just connecting these image vertices. Okay, let's connect, and a triangle will be formed here. After rotating a triangle, we will get the next triangle, and that triangle, the object triangle and the image triangle will be congruent, will be very same. Okay, and here finally we rotate this triangle SLC, and we obtain the next triangle, new triangle S dash, L dash, and C dash. This is a new triangle. Okay, okay, here we finally obtain this image triangle. Okay, this is object triangle, this is object triangle, and this black triangle is image triangle, and this is the center of the rotation, and you can show the path of the rotations. Okay, let me just indicate the path of the rotation here. We have to just connect the corresponding points. Okay, let me just connect this S point to the S dash point. Okay, let's connect this S point to the S dash point, and that connecting path should be very dotted. Okay, let me just give the dotted path. We have to make dotted path. Okay, here we are just going to connect this S to the S dash. Okay, here finally we connect this S to the S dash, and this path of the rotation should be dotted. Okay, and similarly let's connect to the C point to the C dash point. Okay, by using the compass you can easily connect just by giving the dotted path. This path of the rotation should be very dotted. Okay, and let me just connect this point C to point C dash just by taking the dotted path. Okay, here I am just going to connect. Okay, let me just connect these point C and C dash like this. Okay, this is just the point C dash. Okay, okay, sorry, here the C dash is here, so here the little bit mistake. Okay, let me just undo it. Here the point C prime is already muted here on the path, so no need to give the extra paths. Okay, let me remove this compass. Here we have just given this dotted path for representing the path of the rotation. Okay, let's do the same thing for the next point, L to the L dash. Okay, let me just first of all let me just measure. Okay, and then we have to give the path. Okay, like first of all let's measure and let's rotate from L to L dash. This path should be dotted path. Okay, here just connecting. And this dotted path, dotted arc represents the path of the rotation, and this point O is just the center point for the rotation, center of the rotation. And this triangle SLC, where is the L here? L is here hidden, the vertex L is here hidden due to this arc SLC, and this triangle S prime, L prime, and C prime is just the image triangle. Okay, let me take okay, we can use the next color for the image. Okay, here the image, let me just use here this rainbow color. Okay, rainbow color, and similarly for this next. Okay, let's make the rainbow color. Okay, okay, just a moment. Okay, here due to the solid lines, the object and the image, here we very difficult to identify the which one is the object and the which one is the image. You have to give the dotted line while connecting the vertex of the object and image to the center. Okay, here this is the way of doing the rotation by the basic concept. This is the basic concept of rotation. Here we don't use any formula, we just solve these questions by the basic concept on the rotation. And here this triangle SLC is rotated to get the new triangle S prime, L prime, and C prime. And this object triangle and the image triangle will be congruent while doing the rotation. Okay, this is the basic concept of doing the rotation. In our next lesson, we will discuss. In our next class, we will discuss more about such types of the questions related to the rotation. So please keep watching.